Hello, everyone. We're back home. I have the girls, all three of them are in here in the guest bedroom, and I need to change them in their 4th of July outfits. It's not too late, it's about 6 o'clock here, Arizona time. And as you all know, Lucas got lots of mommy time up in Washington, and we celebrated the 4th up there. So I need to spend some quality time with the girls. And I thought, what better to come on, make a little video for you guys saying that we're back home. I have missed the girls. I had a wonderful time in Washington. I got so teary-eyed when I had to leave. It gets harder and harder every time. And of course, I would love to just drop everything and move up there, but we have obligations here. I have my family here. Not that we wouldn't do it. We would love to move to Washington, but we own a home here in Arizona, and it's not as easy just to drop everything and go. So most definitely we want to move. We want to move up there, but it's something that we seriously have to sit down and talk about. But I would love to do it, and so would Jarrett. I'm just going to move this pillow because it's a little too high for her. There we go. She looks more comfortable this way. Yeah. She's got her little strawberry diaper on, so she's good. Move her take her little hat off. Yeah. Brother got spoiled, didn't he? And she's going to wear this headband, this little jammy that I'm putting on her. Her Auntie Shelly sent her, or her grandma sent this to her. Shelly likes to be called G-Ma. So cute. And I did catch a few videos when I was up there. I tried to comment if I could. And if I didn't, I gave a thumbs up that I liked the video. I have a lot of videos that I didn't get to watch. A lot of box openings I need to watch. I want to say a big shout out to Shelly. I did see that video of hers. I know she took a little tumble. So did I. I took a little tumble up in Washington, and so did my husband. My husband took the first tumble when we went out for our ride. He was on a moped and hit some loose gravel, and he took a tumble. All right, he scraped himself up good. Got road rash all over his arm, right on the back side of here, and then on his leg. Thank goodness. That was all that happened. And then I fell because we were out searching for Oliver. Yeah, that little booger, he got out again. I'm talking about the rabbit. He got out. And he dug a long hole in the pen. And my mother-in-law did the best that she could to prevent that. Oh my goodness, look how cute she looks. So it's got the little ruffles on the booty. It's got the anchors. The monkey on here. Let me pick her up. It says All-American Cutie, which that's definitely Evangeline. She looks so cute. So we're going to move her over. And we are going to grab Elodie. Let's grab little Miss Elodie. There we go. She is. You not want to look in the camera? There we go. And this little jammy set that she's wearing, it says Grandma Lesme, and this was sent to her by her grandma Shelly. I put this on her before we left. So yeah, we were looking for Oliver, and we went in the back of this gentleman's property where we've seen Oliver tromping around 2 doors down from my mother-in-law's house. And I went to the back part of the home, and there's a lot of twigs and sticks and brush. And I caught my footing and I fell. And out my feet went, fell right on my back, and my arm, or my, should I say my wrist, did a lot of your natural reaction is to put your hands down, and my wrist, oh, it was swollen. It was a little swollen for a day, but I iced it, took some Aleve, and thank goodness, I didn't sprain it. So yeah, my heart goes out to Shelly because it is no fun when you take a tumble. Yeah, we had we had some adventures on our trip, ladies. Um, we went to a town about 2 hours away from where my mother-in-law lives to the co-op. It's a farmer's store to get hay and to get alfalfa for the rabbit. And this is when we still had Oliver before he ran away. Um, yeah, but back to Oliver really quick. He's been hanging out in the front yard of my mother-in-law's and the neighbor. So it's not like he completely took off and we don't know where he's at. But to go back to where we were at the farmer's store, on our way, it was on Friday. My mother-in-law had to go to work, so we used her van. She had just got out of the shop 2 days prior. And we were on the road about to make a left-hand turn, and the van died on us in the left-hand turn lane. Oh, it was horrible. Completely broke down. Could not get it started. And people were honking. They were pointing like if we had been absent-minded and maybe weren't paying attention to the signal that had turned green. It was ridiculous. Nobody ever once said, hey, do you need any help? Nothing. Oh, look who entered the picture. Louie. Look at this. There he is. Over there by Zoe. So, let me turn you this way. So yeah, it was horrible. So we had to call a tow truck. While we're waiting for the tow truck, this lady that was crossing the street, oh my gosh, she was so rude. She was probably in her mid 40s. And she points to me and my husband while we're in the van. And she goes, can't you see the light turn green? And I stuck my head out the window. I said, well, can't you see that we broke down? And she goes, oh, that sucks. Oh my gosh, ladies, that was like the rudest thing I've ever had happen to us. Like, I couldn't believe someone would act like that. Oh, look at Evangeline. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to call you Evangeline. Elodie. Oh, she looks so sweet. Oh, both my girls do. This is the one I got for her at Kid to Kid. Oh, it's so adorable on her. Look at that precious baby. Yeah, so that was just plain out rude in my eyes. That was just so rude. But anyway, we got the tow truck gentleman to come and get us. He towed us back to my mother-in-law's house. And off we went in the second vehicle. We had to go pick it up from her shed at the park and ride because she carpools with two ladies that she works with. And so we picked it up from the park and ride. So we had a vehicle, and then we were going to pick my mother-in-law up after work. And never going to believe this, but we got to the town. We picked up the hay. I'm going to get Zoe while I talk. And on the way home, I wanted to stop off at this little town that's called Arlington, Washington. And it had a bunch of cute little thrift stores that my mother-in-law was telling me about. Well, when we got to the little town, ladies, We got out of the car, and my husband accidentally locked the keys in the truck. And this is a 89 Dodge little pickup truck. There is not one lick of electricity in this car. That means it's the roll your window kind, and the little latch pulls up. Well, there was a gentleman that had his apartment next to where we parked, and he seen that we locked the keys in the car, and he came down and gave us a coat hanger. Coat hanger didn't work. It didn't grab the lock. So, when you're in a small town like that, and it's about closing time, by the time we got there, I would say it would be an hour for when the shop started to close, where we were at. My husband called a tow truck to come, or, for a locksmith. And it was like literally 45 minutes out. So what I did is I went up to the front of the, like one of the stores, and I peeked inside, and I saw a gentleman there, and he told me there was a police station down the road. So I walked down the road, and this is all in town. This isn't like, a sketchy area. There was people walking around. So I went to the police station. They were closed. And when I was at the police station, I looked across the street and I saw a garage. And I go, oh, well, hey, let's go over there and see if there's any gentlemen that have some tools that can help me. See if they have a jimmy to open the door. And when I went over there, all the garage doors were closed. And I thought, oh man, I bet they've already closed up shop. So I was persistent. I went around the building, and I seen the sign was still on. The little neon sign said open still. Well, when I looked inside, there was a gentleman at the counter, and he was waving to me to go around the other side. And he was the shop owner. And I went in, I told him what had happened. He said, I can help you, no problem. Let me just finish up with this customer. And it was so funny because he was supposed to be gone 10 minutes ago. He was supposed to already been on the road. And he said, see, God intervened. And I said, yes, everything happens for a reason. And I believe that. And I just said a quick little prayer to the man upstairs to say thank you. After he finished up with his customer, he locked his shop up and grabbed his little kit that he has. And he walked down with me, and it was only like half a block where my husband was, maybe a little less. And my husband was smiling to ear to ear that I had found someone, because he was on the phone with the tow company. And the gentleman popped the lock in like less than a minute. My husband said, what do we owe you? And he said, absolutely nothing. He said, my name is Ryan. I'm a shop owner down at the end of the street. He goes, my daughter's getting married tomorrow. And he kind of told my husband the story, that he should have been gone already. And he thinks, God, always has a plan, and he intervenes. And, he was a good Christian man. And I just gave him a huge hug. My husband shook his hand, and it was just a great way to know. It was a great way to end the day, even though what had happened prior, and to know that there's still good in the world, and that there are still good people out there that will come to your aid. And that right there really, really, really touched me, because I try to do my best to help individuals and pay it forward, and so does my husband. And when stuff like this happens, it's like, okay, put your faith back into the world, I guess. So it ended good. It ended on a good note, and we got home safe, and we picked up my mother-in-law at the end of the night, and we told her about our adventure. Well, she knew about us breaking down, but she didn't know about locking the keys in the car. And so she couldn't believe it. So then the next day, well, not the next day, Sunday, that's when we did the fireworks. Okay, and we went to Freeland, which is another small town. about 45 minutes from my mother-in-law's house. Just gonna switch you this way so you can see Zoe. Sorry, I'm all over the place, ladies, because I don't know, I just kind of feel disorganized right now. So we went to go see the fireworks, and after the show was over, because the show lasted until 12 o'clock, there was a charter bus that took us to the destination. And after the show was over, we went back to where the charter bus dropped us off, and there was a group of people waiting there, and the bus had just left with a big crowd. So I'm going to say there was about 20 people, maybe 15, 20 people waiting for another bus to come around. We waited there a half an hour, and it kept getting darker and darker. It was already dark because it was 12 o'clock at night. And there was just a teeny tiny little light coming across the street from a gentleman's property, but no street light. You're pretty much out in the country. And the bus never came back. Never came back, ladies. They did one round of pickup, and they never said anything. They never told anybody that they weren't going to make a second round and pick people up. And there was 15 to 20 of us just standing there. There were small children. There was a gentleman that had a cane. And we felt all foolish that we were just standing there. It was cold. It was cold, like the wind was blowing. It was a 2.5-mile walk back to the car. At 12:30 at night, we are walking, all four of us, back to our car. We were so upset. We weren't upset that we had to walk. We were just upset that we weren't notified or told that they weren't going to do another pickup. Because, my mother-in-law works in public transportation, and she's like, that is just unacceptable. That's unheard of. Why would they just leave us there? It was bad. So that was like a trifecta with the transportation for us on our vacation. My goodness, we couldn't believe it. But, when things like that happen, it's just stories to talk about, I'm telling you. So, yeah, but all in all, I had a absolutely wonderful vacation. I always do when I go to Washington. It is definitely my second home, and I cannot wait to go back. I always count the days or the months before we go back because I just love it there so much. And the hens, my goodness, the hens are huge. And I love hearing them, and I love seeing them and going out there and feeding them. I'm such a country girl at heart. So, yep, I have all the girls ready. So let's show them off. See if I can scoot Zoe over. She looks so adorable. This was also given to me by Shelly, this little onesie / romper, has little ruffles, and it says All American Cutie. It's so adorable because that's what her sisters says. I don't know if I can fit all of them over here. Oh my goodness. Zoe looks so huge next to Evangeline. My word. She's going to lay her leg on top of her sister's. Oh my gosh. You guys, that is insane how big Zoe is. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me get Elodie. And we'll put her right there. Let me take you off of the tripod. Okay, so there they are. We've got Zoe here. And I put these little socks on Zoe. She looks super cute. Let me turn the light on. I think that helped a little bit. So here's Zoe's little outfit. Super cute, right? Oh, it's so sweet on her. Let me just turn her this way. And then we got little Miss Evangeline. You guys seen her sleeper. And then here's Elodie. She's so lovely. And her beautiful outfit. Yeah, so there are the girls for this 4th of July. I hope all of you had a wonderful weekend with family and friends. And I hope you all had some good food, some good barbecue or apple pie. Oh my goodness, I know I did. I had some good apple pie and I had some fresh cherries. Oh, I love cherries. But yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. So yeah, I better let you go, guys. 20 minutes already. Wow, huh? All right. So I will catch up with you sometime in the middle of this week. I've just got a lot of things I've got to catch up on. Of course, being back home and getting back into the swing of things, being gone for a while. And I've got some unpacking to do and etc. etc. But I just had to come on and change the girls because I just wanted to show you what they were wearing for the 4th and share that with you guys. So sorry for the lighting, but we had to work with it. Yes, we got to work with it sometimes, ladies. Everything cannot be absolutely perfect. But there are my girls, and they look so precious. All right, guys, happy 4th of July, everyone. Take care. Toodles.